Shalom, welcome to Rob on the Rock. I'm Rob Van Hoff, and here we are, day 13 of March through Mishlei. We're going to look at an image here from the Aleppo Codex. It's over probably about 1,100 years old. Manuscript of the Tanakh, beautiful writing here. And this is Proverbs 13, 1 through 3 in Hebrew. We're going to read this here. I'm going to zoom in just a little. It begins with just a beautiful, concise line. Ben Chacham Musar Av. Ben Chacham Musar Av. What does that mean? Ben Chacham Musar Av. It means that Ben Chacham, that means a wise son, a son who is wise, who has wisdom, who is a sage. Musar Av, discipline of the father. So the character development of a son is related directly to the treatment he received from his father. Ben Chacham Musar Av. And then the B line is a contrast. Ve'letz lo shama ge'ara. The scoffer did not listen or did not hear ge'ara, which is reproof or rebuke. The scoffer, lo shema ge'ara, he did not receive rebuke. So that's the son who's not, the Leitz is in opposition then to the Ben Chacham. So the Ben Chacham, Musar Av, the idea here is that the discipline of the father ensures that the son is listening. But the son, it says the Leitz, lo shema, would not hear ge'ara, would not hear the reproof of the father. So lo shema means literally he did not hear it, but it means he did not receive it. He did not receive rebuke for bad behavior. He did not receive correction. So then we continue on, Proverbs 13, verse 2. Mipri fi ish yochel tov. Mipri, that means of the fruit of pi ish, the mouth of a man, out of from the fruit of the man's mouth, yochel tov, he will eat tov, he will eat good. So mipri fi ish, from the fruit of the mouth of man, yochel tov, he will eat good. I know that this is beautiful handwriting, but the letters are all strung together, so it's hard to sometimes differentiate the beginnings of words. So the first word here I'll highlight out, mipuri, that is from the fruit of, min puri, and mi, mem with the hirik, and there's, you can see there's a little dagesh here inside the pei. Mipuri means from the fruit of. Then the next word is fi, which normally, if it was not following a vowel, it would be p, but it's the mouth. Pi-ish means the mouth of a man. So from the fruit of a man's mouth, the verb is yochal, he will eat, and then the object of what is eaten, tov, he will eat good. The B line, ve, so we see our ve, nefesh bogdim. Nefesh bogdim, the nefesh means the desire or the appetite, the appetite of the treacherous, of the bogdim, is Hamas, is violence. The appetite of the treacherous is violence. So the idea of eating good and the appetite, the nefesh of the bogdim being Hamas. So Tov and Hamas are opposite one another. And the fruit of a man's mouth means that which, like Yeshua says, what comes out of a man's mouth comes out of his heart, right? It's reflects the good fruit of a good tree, right? Rather, he says, from a good tree, you expect good fruit. Bad fruit comes from a bad tree. Well, that's what it's talking about. Fruit here is that which is good that comes out of a man's heart, and that's tov. But the nefesh, or the appetite of the bogdim, Hamas, they do not have any good fruit to give. They don't have any good thing to say because there's no good treasured in their heart. And then finally, Proverbs 13, verse 3, this last line here, notzer piv. So here we have, see the word P here was his mouth. Piv with the vav at the end is his mouth. Notzer piv, that means the one who guards his mouth. Notzer piv, shomer nafsho, guards his nefesh. So just as we had mouth and nefesh as part of the parallelism in 13:2, so too we have mouth and nefesh, his mouth and his nefesh in verse 3. Notzer piv, shomer nafsho. That means the person who is vigilant to protect their mouth also is secondarily, it's automatically, they are shomer nafsho. They are protecting their soul. They're protecting their nefesh. And then finally, posek sfatav. Posek is just to open up wide. Posek sfatav, the person who opens up their mouth wide, and the idea is the posek sfatav opens up their lips wide. They are the opposite of the notzer piv. It means they'll just talk and talk and talk. They're not diligent to be careful about their thoughts, their inner world, and their speech. It says, mechitalo. To him is ruin. Mechita is like ruin. Mechitalo. To him. Lo just means to him is ruin. So let's go through the whole verse here then. Proverbs 13, 1 through 3. Ben chacham musal av. Veletz lo shema ge'ara. Mipri fi ish yochal tov. V'nefesh bogdim chamas. Notzer piv shomer nafsho. Posek sfatav mechitalo. As always, I hope you're enjoying and benefiting from these short meditations as we march through Mishlei. Shalom.